In this video, we will have a look at adding and editing material in Revit. Materials, especially bump maps, are essential for high quality visualizations. ENSCAPE by default access the Revit Material Appearance tab. All features are supported except for the prodigal textures. In this means you can enter the appearance library in Revit and pick any of the predefined material. They should work right out of the box. However, you might want to increase the bump map strength by default. However, we want to look into setting up our own materials, as this provides the first. We recommended to work with generic material, as does give you full access to the material controls. The easiest way to get a generic material is simply by creating a new one by clicking here. You are applying the material to family, click OK. Now until you have reached the main Revit interface again, this will communicate the applied material to ENSCAPE. So you can now reopen the material and click apply. Whenever you want to see the changes synchronize. Now we could control all the characteristics of material by simply entering a plain colors and values, but real nature realism can only be achieved with image files called textures. There are three texture types that we will be adding to our material. Color: height maps that bumps normal displacement, and glossiness to control how reflective and smooth an object will appear. They can be controlled via the inputs you see, or with the image you can use as a texture. To set up most of your materials, you will use a color and height texture. For now, it is best to get them for an online source like polygon.com or texture.com. Let's try it with a simple material. Click the link in the description of this video to download the same material I am using. Pick any material, they should work exactly the same. As a rule of thumb for ENSCAPE, I like go with 2K texture. They are high detailed enough for close-ups, but small enough you don't need to worry using many of them. Download the zip file, grab the color, displacement and the roughness image and store. Header. Next, we are going to like them to material in our scenes. First, let's open the material editor. We will go to the appearance, go to the generic part and click image. Select the color texture and click apply. You will see the changes pop up in ENSCAPE right now. Check the scale. Does it look right to you? Great. If not, let's click the texture to open up a texture editor window for this image and enter a value that looks correct in the scale section here. Once again, just click apply, synchronize any changes in ENSCAPE. Next up is great way to add a lot of details using a texture in the glossiness section. Let's connect the roughness texture to have our material be varied in reflectivity on the surface. Be sure to invert the texture. Roughness is the opposite of the glossiness. And be sure to scale accordingly to the color, texture, or just click link texture transforms. Lastly, we will give our material some depth. In the bump section, we will connect the displacement texture we downloaded. Dial the bump strength up to something like 300 and click apply. See the surface 3D relief effect. Let me disable the color texture by dialing down image fade so you see it better. This bump map is the scare to convincing the visualization. It allows you to add an enormous amount of realism every surface with little effort. If you looking for an even stronger displacement effect, drive the bump amount over 500. There should hidden here that will be toggle between two modes. Those maps are interpreted. Over 500 it will be much stronger like this, and it is great to be for a brick wall, rocky surface and the like. Great, this is your first material. Let's go over some more functions in the material editor. Instead of using just a color or just a texture, you can combine both of them by dialing down the image fade slider like this. For a metal material, make sure to change the highlight setting to metallic. Yeah, very perfect. To display a surface as a grass, just add the word grass in the material name. ENSCAPE will automatically display actual grass blades, taking the color from your material input. To control the grass length, you can use the additional keywords tall grass, short grass and wild grass. Another material very similar to grass is carpet. There are two keywords for this material: long carpet and short carpet. The main benefit of the carpet material, it's not affected by the wind, so you can use it safely inside. For object to emit light, enable self-illumination. However, don't use this alone to illuminate your scenes. Always use it with artificial light to ensure smooth lighting. This is an example. You can practice more. Thank you. Please join FCAD Academy.